Hey, imagine this. It's a rainy Tuesday night in the heart of New York City. The streets glisten under the streetlights, slick with puddles that reflect the neon signs buzzing overhead. You can almost hear the distant honk of taxis, the splash of tires cutting through the water. That's where our story starts with Emily, a 28-year-old waitress hustling at a cozy diner called Midnight Brew. She's got that warm smile that lights up the room, the kind that makes regulars tip extra just to see it again. Emily's shift is dragging on. Her feet ache from hours on the concrete floor, the scent of fresh coffee and greasy fries hanging thick in the air. She's wiping down a sticky table, humming softly to an old jazz tune playing on the radio. Just one more hour, she mutters to herself, glancing at the clock. But life has a way of flipping the script, doesn't it? Suddenly, the door bursts open with a jingle of bells. A group of rowdy customers stumbles in, laughing too loud, reeking of cheap beer. Emily forces a smile, takes their orders. One guy, slurring his words, knocks over a chair as he stands. She bends to pick it up, but he lunges forward, maybe to help, maybe not, and shoves her accidentally. Time slows. Her head cracks against the edge of the counter with a sickening thud. The world spins. Pain explodes like fireworks behind her eyes. She crumples to the floor, the cold tiles pressing against her cheek. Chaos erupts. Shouts echo through the diner. "Call 911, someone yells. Sirens wail in the distance, growing louder, piercing the night. Paramedics rush in, their boots squeaking on the wet floor. They lift her gently onto the stretcher, her body limp, blood matting her auburn hair. At the hospital, the ER is a blur of beeping machines, sterile white lights, and hurried voices. Doctors swarm, their hands steady but faces grim. Severe head trauma. One says, his voice low. She's in a coma. Her family gathers, her mom clutching a rosary, tears streaming down her wrinkled face. Her little brother pacing, fists clenched. Days turn into weeks. The room fills with the steady beep of the heart monitor, the whoosh of the ventilator. Flowers wilt on the bedside table. Nurses come and go, changing bandages with mechanical efficiency. But wait, have you ever wondered what it's like to be trapped in your own mind? Emily's there, floating in darkness, hearing faint echoes of the world outside. Whispers, touches she can't respond to. It's eerie, isn't it? That silent void where dreams and reality blur. And then, one quiet evening, the door creaks open. Footsteps approach, confident, measured. A new doctor enters the picture. But who is he? And why does his presence feel like a storm about to break? Okay, lean in closer, this is where it gets intriguing. Picture Dr. Alexander Voss. Tall, broad-shouldered, with piercing blue eyes that seem to see right through you. He's not just any doctor. He's a billionaire neurosurgeon, heir to a pharmaceutical empire. His life, a whirlwind of private jets, boardroom battles, and operating rooms where he saves lives with the precision of an artist. But beneath that tailored suit and calm demeanor, there's a storm. Loss haunts him. His wife died years ago in a coma he couldn't pull her from. It left him cold, detached, pouring everything into work. Alex strides into the hospital like he owns it, which honestly he kind of does with his donations funding half the wing. The air shifts when he enters Emily's room. It's thicker, charged. The fluorescent lights hum softly overhead, casting shadows on the walls. He pauses at her bedside, his fingers brushing the chart. Emily Harper. He reads aloud, his voice deep, resonant. A nurse hovers nearby. She's been stable, Dr. Voss, but no signs of waking. He nods, but his eyes linger on her face. Pale, peaceful, framed by bandages stained faintly with old blood. Something stirs in him. Maybe it's her story. A hard-working waitress with no insurance, fighting alone. Or maybe it's the way her hand twitches slightly, like she's reaching out from the abyss. He feels a pull, an inexplicable urge to help. That night, alone in his penthouse overlooking the city skyline, rain pattering against the floor-to-ceiling windows, Alex can't shake her image. He sips scotch, the ice clinking in the glass, staring at his reflection. "Why her?" he whispers to the empty room. Memories flood back. His wife's final days, the helplessness gnawing at him. He slams the glass down, determination hardening his jaw. Back at the hospital the next day, he takes over her care. "I'll handle the bandages myself," he tells the staff, his tone leaving no room for argument. They exchange glances. Why would a billionaire doc bother with routine tasks? But he insists. The room is quiet, save for the rhythmic beep of machines. He washes his hands, the water rushing cold over his skin. Gloves snap on with a sharp sound. As he gently peels back the old bandages, his touch is featherlight. The scent of antiseptic fills the air, mingling with the faint floral from her shampoo. He works methodically, but his mind races. "Hang in there, Emily," he murmurs, as if she can hear. A lock of her hair falls across her forehead. He tucks it away, his fingers lingering a second too long. Have you ever felt that spark, that connection with a stranger? Like fate's whispering in your ear? Alex feels it now, his heart pounding harder than it has in years. But as he applies the fresh dressing, something shifts. Her eyelids flutter. Just a twitch, but enough to make him freeze. Is it real, or his imagination? The room falls silent, tension building like a held breath. Shoo, let's build this moment slowly. The hospital room feels smaller now, the air heavy with anticipation. Alex stands there, frozen. His hands still gloved and hovering over Emily's bandages. The heart monitor beeps steadily. Beep, beep. But each interval stretches, like time itself is holding its breath. Outside, thunder rumbles faintly, rain lashing the windows in rhythmic waves. He leans closer, his breath warm against her skin. "Emily?" he whispers, his voice barely audible over the hum of the ventilator. No response. He straightens, shaking his head. "Get a grip, Alex," he mutters to himself, rubbing his temples. But doubt creeps in. What if? He finishes the bandages, the crisp white gauze contrasting her bruised skin. As he steps back, a soft sigh escapes her lips. Or was it the wind? Days blend into nights. Alex visits more often, drawn like a moth to flame. He talks to her during quiet hours, his voice a low rumble echoing off the walls. "You know, I used to think money could fix anything," he confesses one evening, sitting by her bed. The chair creaks under his weight. "But it couldn't save her, my wife. Maybe I can save you." His words hang in the air, vulnerable, raw. The nurses notice. Dr. Voss is obsessed. One whispers in the hallway, coffee cups steaming in their hands. It's like he's seeing a ghost. But Alex ignores the gossip. He experiments, plays soft music through headphones, her favorite jazz from diner reports. The notes float gently, saxophone wailing soulfully. He reads to her from a worn novel on her nightstand, his fingers tracing the pages. One stormy afternoon, lightning flashes, illuminating the room in stark white. Alex changes her bandages again, his hands trembling slightly now. The old ones come away easily, revealing healing skin. He applies ointment, cool and soothing. Then, as he secures the new wrap, her fingers twitch, grasping his wrist weakly. His heart leaps. "Emily? Can you hear me?" Silence. Agonizing silence. He waits, staring at her closed eyes, willing them to open. The clock ticks loudly. Tick, tock. Each second a hammer blow. What if this is it? The breakthrough he's chased? Finally, he pulls away, but not before whispering, "Fight, Emily. I'm here." He leaves the room, the door clicking shut behind him. In the corridor, he leans against the wall, breath ragged. Emotions swirl, hope, fear, something deeper. Ever had that feeling where everything's on the edge? Teetering? Like one push could change it all? Alex feels it now, pacing his office, thunder booming outside. But back in the room, alone in the dim light, Emily's mind stirs. Faint images flicker, a man's voice, gentle hands. She's reaching, pushing through the fog. And then, in the dead of night, hold on, this is the part that'll give you chills. It's midnight, the hospital corridors dimly lit, footsteps echoing like distant drums. Alex can't sleep. He's back, slipping into Emily's room unannounced. The machines glow softly, casting eerie shadows. He approaches her bed, the floor cool under his shoes. He checks her vitals, the screen flickering with numbers. Normal. Too normal. Sighing, he reaches for the bandages, routine now, almost intimate. As he unwraps them, his mind wanders. What if you never wake? He says aloud, voice cracking. Vulnerability hits him hard. Tears prick his eyes. Then it happens. Her eyes flutter open. Slowly, like dawn breaking. Green eyes, dazed but alive, lock onto his. Time stops. The heart monitor quickens. Beep, 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 mirroring his racing pulse. Oh my God! He breathes, dropping the gauze. It flutters to the floor silently. Emily blinks, disoriented. The world rushes in. Sterile smells, bright lights, a stranger's face. Where? She croaks, voice hoarse from disuse. Her hand lifts weakly, touching his arm. Electric. He grabs it, steadying her. You're in the hospital. You've been in a coma. I'm Dr. Voss, Alex. Tears well in her eyes. How long? She whispers, trembling. Weeks, he replies gently, his thumb brushing her knuckles. Emotions crash over them, relief, wonder, something unspoken. She squeezes his hand. I heard you, talking to me. He freezes, heart pounding. You did. A nod, weak but sure. The room feels alive now, charged with possibility. Nurses rush in at the alarm, gasps filling the air. She's awake. Chaos ensues, checks, calls to family. But Alex stays by her side, their eyes meeting in silent understanding. As dawn breaks, golden light filtering through blinds, Emily shares fragments. I dreamed of a voice, pulling me back. He smiles, but inside, turmoil brews. Why her? Why now? His touch lingers as he adjusts her pillow. But here's the shock. In her haze, she murmurs, You're the one from the diner. He pulls back, confused. What? She hesitates, eyes widening. Months ago, you came in late, tipped big, said I reminded you of someone. Memories flood him. Yes, a fleeting visit, her smile piercing his grief. Fate or coincidence? His world tilts. Have you ever realized life's threads connect in ways you never saw? Alex does now, staring at her, questions burning. But as her family arrives, joy exploding, a shadow looms. Emily winces suddenly, clutching her head. Something's wrong, she gasps. The monitor spikes erratically. What's happening? Is the awakening just the beginning? Or a cruel twist? Breathe deep. This finale will tug at your heartstrings. Morning light floods the room, warm and golden, chasing away the night's shadows. Emily's family surrounds her bed. Mom sobbing happily, hugging her tight. Brother grinning, fist bumping weakly. Laughter mixes with tears, the air buzzing with relief. Balloons bob from the ceiling, their strings swaying gently. Alex watches from the doorway, arms crossed, a soft smile on his lips. But his mind races. She remembered me, he thinks, replaying her words. That diner night. He'd been drowning in sorrow, seeking solace in anonymity. Her kindness, a simple coffee refill with a genuine rough day, it had cracked his armor. Now, as doctors confirm her recovery, Emily turns to him. Thank you, she says, voice stronger. Their eyes meet, sparking memories. Dialogue flows easily. I couldn't let you go, he admits, stepping closer. The scent of fresh linens and her subtle perfume mingle. You fought hard. She laughs softly, a melodic sound cutting through the beeps. I felt your hands, changing the bandages. Warm, safe. He blushes, actually blushes, this billionaire powerhouse. It was nothing, but it was everything. A connection forged in silence. Days pass in a whirlwind. Physical therapy. Emily's legs wobble on the parallel bars, sweat beading on her forehead. Alex cheers her on, his encouragement steady. One step at a time. Romantic tension builds, stolen glances brushing fingers. One evening, under twinkling city lights from her window, he confesses, "You remind me of what I lost, but also what I can gain." She touches his cheek, trembling. "Then let's gain it together." But the shock deepens. Tests reveal her coma unlocked something. A rare neural awakening, enhancing her empathy. She senses emotions now, like whispers in the wind. "I feel your pain," she tells him, tears falling. He pulls her close, heart sinking. Their story blossoms. Dates in the hospital garden, flowers blooming around them. Wind rustles leaves, birds chirp. "What if this is destiny?" she asks. He nods, kissing her forehead. Emotions peak, joy, love, healing. Silent moments linger. Him watching her sleep peacefully. No machines now. Her reflecting on the void, grateful for the light. And yet, as they step into a new life, questions remain. Was it medicine or miracle? The bandages, a simple act or fate's key? What do you think? Have you ever experienced a connection that felt predestined? Share in the comments. Has a stranger's kindness changed your life?